All right, today we're going to review solving one-step equations. Now, we'll take a look at example 1 on your page, also on the board. X plus 7 is equal to 12. Now, the goal when we're solving equations is to get our variable on its own. So I have my variable right here, it's x. But right now on the same side of the equal sign as x, I have my constant, which is positive 7. Now, in order to get x on its own, I need to do the inverse operation of my constant. So I have an addition sign in front of 7, which means I need to do the opposite of addition, which is subtraction. I'm subtracting 7 on both sides because I have this equal sign in the middle, which means what I do to one side, I must do to the other. 7 minus 7 is just 0, so they cancel out. Now, what I do to one side, I do to the other. So x is equal to 12 minus 7. If I have $12 and I spend $7, I'm left with 5. So now that I have x on its own, I am finished. So x equals 5. Go ahead and pause the video and try example 2 on your own. When you've finished, press play and you'll check your answer with mine. All right, so you should have gotten, for example 2, it's y plus 3 is equal to 9. We want to get y on its own. That's our variable. So we need to do the inverse operation. Subtract 3 on both sides. Our 3's cancel out, they equal 0. So y is equal to 9 minus 3 is 6. Give yourself a check if you got that. If not, just correct your mistake. All right, let's move on to example 3. We have a few more problems to do together, and then you're going to complete the worksheet on your own. Number 3. Negative 4 plus x is equal to 10. Now this one looks a little bit different because our constant, which is our number without a variable, is a negative number. Now I still want to get x on its own. It's always our goal when we're solving equations. I need to do the inverse operation of negative 4, which means I'm adding 4 on both sides because negative 4 plus 4 just cancel out, equals 0. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So x is equal to 10 plus 4 is 14. And this is my final answer because x is on its own. All right, go ahead and pause the video again and try problem number 4 on your own. Press play and you'll check your answer with mine. All right, so example number 4, negative 2 plus w is equal to 5. I'm adding 2 on both sides because I want to get w, which is our variable, on its own. W is equal to 7 because 5 plus 2 is 7. Give yourself a check if you got that. If not, just make sure you correct your mistake. All right, we got one more example, one more type of problem to do together. 4x is equal to 16. Now, I'm looking at this problem and I notice that this is a little bit different. Instead of there being an addition sign or a subtraction sign in between my number and my variable, there's nothing. Anytime a number is right up next to my variable, it means that it's multiplication. So in order to do the opposite of multiplication or the inverse operation of multiplication, I need to divide. Opposite of multiplication is division. So I'm dividing both sides by 4. And the reason I'm doing this is because 4 divided by 4, any number divided by itself is just 1. So now I have 1x, or I can also just write it as x because I assume the 1's there, is equal to 16 divided by 4. Now I know I'm dividing, I'm getting smaller. 16 divided by 4 is equal to 4. I could also check that with multiplication, right? Because 4 times 4 is equal to 16. Okay, so x is equal to 4. Pause the video, do example 6 on your own, press play, and you'll check your answer with mine. All right, last problem, you're going to check with me. 6y is equal to 30. Now I see this number is right up next to my variable, which means that I'm seeing multiplication. In order to get my variable on its own, I need to do the opposite of multiplication, which is division. Dividing both sides by 6 because that's the number in front of my variable. 6 divided by 6 is just 1, and that's what I want. I want to know what 1y is equal to. Y is equal to 30 divided by 6 is 5. Dividing always getting smaller. So y is equal to 5. If you got that, give yourself a check. If not, make sure you're looking at my work so you understand how to do it. So now you're going to flip over and do the back page of your packet independently. Remember, if you complete all those problems, it's a +5 on your paycheck. If it's not complete, then it will be a lunch detention. So make sure you get started right away, and good luck.